Well, thank you. Well, thank you for joining us for another girls basketball night. The season's winding down here, at least home games for the girls is after tonight. They have one more left. They have a few on the road here before the playoffs begin. The boys have a game here on Wednesday night, looking to right the ship here at home as well. And tonight, the UD girls are hosting the Frederic Vikings in a non-conference game. Frederic's coming into the game with a 4-13 record, but they have won 3 of their last 4, while your UD girls are 3-14 on the season, and they have lost 8 straight. So they're looking to turn things around here tonight in a non-conference game. Eagles are still without Marissa. She's on a knee scooter over there. And I also believe Hayden Severson Glasnick is not here tonight as well. So thank you for joining us. It is also senior night here for the UD girls. So we'll be back here in about 5-6 minutes for the national anthem and the opening lineups. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy the game.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Unity for tonight's non-conference game between the visiting Frederic Vikings and our own Unity Eagles. And now we would please direct your attention to the video board for an important message from our team captains.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Unity Eagles girls basketball captains, and we welcome you to Unity for tonight's game. Unity and our opponent, along with the WIAA, require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events.
Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege and expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Though enjoyment and respect of those in attendance and cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our officials for tonight. We appreciate you for being here.
Now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Tonight, the anthem will be played by the Unity High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Alex Bates.
Hello everyone, before we start tonight's game, tonight we have our senior night. So we're going to take some time to celebrate and honor the dedication, hard work, and accomplishments of our seniors. And instead of me rattling on about these tremendous young ladies, I'm going to pass it on to a few of their teammates to say a couple words.
All right. Tonight we're celebrating someone who might not be on the court during tip-off, but is a huge part of everything that happens before, during, and after every single game. Ashley has been more than just a manager for this team. She's been the one making sure everything runs smoothly when no one's watching. From filling up waters, keeping us organized, helping the coaches, and being there whenever something needed to get done. Ashley always shows up. No matter how busy things were and how long the night was, she handled it with dedication and great attitude. But beyond the work she does, Ashley brings so much positivity to this team. She supports us, cheers us on, and always is someone we can count on. She's been part of the behind-the-scenes moments that make this team feel like a family, and what doesn't go unnoticed. Ashley, your commitment, hard work, and loyalty have made a lasting impact on this program and on all of us. We're so grateful for everything you've done, and it won't be the same without you. So tonight we celebrate you not just as a manager, but as an important part of this team. Congratulations, Ashley. We're so proud of you and excited to see what's next.
Marissa Anderson. As we celebrate the seniors who left a mark on UHS basketball, Marissa plays a crucial role in this team. Marissa is one of our team captains. To be a team captain, it takes leadership, kindness, and honesty to help the team grow. All of these qualities have been shown to all of us throughout the season from her. On the court, she is hardworking and driven for a goal and always ready to play. Meanwhile, at practice, she works hard while being herself and making people smile. As of lately, she has been a fun addition at practice, helping out whenever, giving her teammates advice, and giving us the tough love that is needed. Even though she isn't playing on the court with us, her presence on the bench and at practices is what makes us a team. We all thank you for all the time and effort you have put into the team throughout the years. We wish you best of luck for the future and hope you never forget the memories you have made with these girls along the way.
Brooklyn, I'm honored to be giving this speech tonight about such an amazing person. A person whose smile and laugh radiates throughout a room. A person who always leads with her heart on and off the court. A person who anyone can talk to no matter the circumstances. I speak for our team when I say that your joy and passion for the sport has left a lasting impact that no one will forget. You always know exactly what to say when someone needs it, and I couldn't ask for a better role model. It saddens me to think that I don't have very much time left with you on the court. Thinking back to last year, my freshman year and your junior year, it seemed like we still had forever. That just goes to show how fast time goes by and how much we can take it for granted. It's hard to look forward to next season knowing that you won't have your best friend on the court with you. But I'm so grateful that I got to spend at least 2 by your side. Arguably, the strongest bond a girl could have is one with a sister. I may not have been born with one, but you, Brooklyn, have become my sister in all the ways that truly matter. Thank you for the endless memories, the car rides home, after practice, even after I failed my driver's test the first time, and the infinite laughs. I am endlessly grateful for you, and I will miss you more than words can express. I love you, BK.
Violet, even though I haven't known you long, I can't even begin to express how glad I am that I got to meet you. In such a short time, you've truly become someone that I look up to and feel comfortable sharing anything with. Your kindness and positivity are a light to anybody you meet. Between the long bus rides and team bonding, you've always made a way for everyone to feel included and supported. Your teammanship, that perfect mix of teamwork and sportsmanship, is something that makes you you, and I will never forget that. I'm so grateful for every conversation, every laugh, and every moment we've shared. You've made my experience here more meaningful than I ever expected, and getting to know you is something I'll always treasure. As you move into the next chapter of your life, I hope you remember just how appreciated you are and how big of an impact you made, not just on your team, but on me. I'm incredibly grateful our paths crossed and will always be thankful for the time I've got to know you.
Lastly, Madison Wilhelm. There are no words I can find to describe the impact you have left on me. You may not realize it, but you have truly changed me in a positive way. What brought Madison and I together was sports in our young adolescent years. This connection is all started with AAU basketball. My connection with all the seniors started here too. Our family bonded team started when I was in 5th grade, their 6th grade year, and they taught me how to compete, work as a team, and strive for greatness even through tough competition. Maddie has also showed me how to be busy in a fun way. And when I say busy, I mean busy. She's a natural-born leader. I wish you all could get to know her the way I do, because I wouldn't be who I am without her. Maddie will shine in more than one way, and I can't wait to see what she will do. I love you, Maddie.
Again, we would like to thank our
Well, I
officials.
believe
We
we're
appreciate
getting
you
close
being
here now.
tonight and for your dedication to the
Since
sport
they
of
just went through the
basketball.
seniors there.
Our officials tonight
It is
are
crazy how
Mr.
fast it
Max
goes.
Hoppe, Mr. Josh Klimek, and Mr. Rich Cota. And now let's name tonight's starters. First for the Frederic Vikings.
So the starters
Number
tonight
2 and
for the
junior,
Frederic
Taylor
Vikings.
Hansford.
Got number 2, junior,
Number
Taylor
3,
Hansford.
junior, Hannah Chanel.
Number 3, junior,
Number 4,
Keena
junior,
Chanel.
Ethan Hoffberg.
Number 4, junior, Hannah Hofferber. Number 12, junior Lydia Onis. Number 21, sophomore Kian Gingras. Now for your Unity Eagles. Number 15, junior Andrea Erickson. Number 21, senior Madison Wilhelm. Number 23, senior Marissa Anderson. 43, Brooklyn Potbull. And 54, senior Violet Hill. So evidently, they will have the tip up here with Marissa in the game. I imagine Megan Peterson will be coming right in. As I imagine Frederic will let her get the bucket here to start the game. After Unity lets Frederic score first, they will now let Eagles score as well. It's number 12, Lydia Onis. Got it. And now Marissa Anderson gets 2 for the Eagles. So we'll start the game over 2-2. As Megan will check in here for Marissa's senior year. It's always tough to see injuries, let alone on the senior season, knowing that it's in and over. So we got 2-2 game, and Frederic will inbound the ball here. Kenna brings it across half court. Sets up the offense here for the Vikings. Erickson playing the tough tee. Number 2, Taylor Hansford puts up a 3. She misses. And the Vikings are unable to get the rebound there. So it'll be Eagles ball underneath. Looks like the Vikings going right into a full court press here. Madison dribbles into a triple team. Hansford gets a shot up after the steal. She misses, but Erickson gets the ball. Passes the head to Violet Hill, just a little too far ahead. Off Violet, out of bounds. So we Vikings ball underneath, going the other way. Gingras inbounds the ball to Chanel. Hansford is the leading scorer for the Vikings on the season, averaging just over 16 points. Chanel passes to Onis. She misses. But Chanel gets the rebound, puts it up, misses. And Erickson finally comes away with the board for the Eagles. And she's being pressed there by Hansford. She's able to get across half court. Madison with a nice move. This is a shot. Chanel gets the board for the Vikings. 2-2 game, 16-18 in the first half to go. Madison with a good D for the Eagles. Knocks it out of bounds. So we Vikings ball side out. Chanel gets the inbounds. Passes to Hansford. Underneath to number 4. She misses off her burr. And Brooklyn gets the board for the Eagles. Erickson once again brings it across half court here for the Eagles. Peterson with a nice running drive. She misses. And Hofferberg gets the board for the Vikings. Passes back to Chanel. She'll set up the offense. Hansford for three. She hits it. Frederic's coach promptly calls a timeout. 30-second here. We got a 5-2 ball game. 15-28 in the first. So Eagles here, inbounding the ball after the 30-second timeout. Head coach Stieber. Peterson. Pass over to Erickson. She'll once again brings across half court for the Eagles. Passes over to Violet Hill, but it is deflected by number 21, Gingras, out of bounds. So it'll be Eagles ball. Wilhelm hits Violet Hill. She misses a shot, but fortunately for the Eagles, it was knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. So Eagles getting their try here. Brooklyn tried to hit Erickson. And Hansford gets the steal for the Vikings. Passes ahead to Hofferber, and she banks it in. Hannah with two for the Vikings. They're up 7-2. Erickson getting whacked there by Hansford. Now they do call a timeout. Calling a late fall on it. Foul number 4. Gonna be Hannah Hofferber. Her first, team first. Madison with a spin move, but Chanel gets the tip. And Hansford comes away with it for the Vikings. She hands it off to Chanel, setting up the offense once again. Number 12, Onus gets a shot. She misses. And 21, Gingras gets the board, but Erickson gets the block underneath. So it'll be Vikings ball underneath. We got number 22, Madeline Schleichner, checking in the game. As Violet Hill take a seat. Gingras inbounds the ball to Hansford. She gets a running jumper, gets the shooter's touch, and scores. She's got 5 for the Vikings. They're up now 9-2. Erickson passes ahead to Madeline Schleichner. She tried to hit it off Gringas out of bounds, but Gringas comes away with a steal. Hansford here will bring it across for the Vikings. Passes over to Onus. She misses. Take that back. That was Hofferber with a deep shot. Onus got the rebound underneath. She drew the foul, so she'll be shooting 2 here. This foul is called on Madison Wilhelm. Her first, team first. In and out for Onus in the first. She misses everything on the second, so it'll be Eagles underneath. It's been all Frederic to start here. Erickson passes ahead to Wilhelm. It's a spin move. Off the backboard, misses. And Onus gets the board for the Vikings. She passes back to Chanel. She'll set up the offense. Hansford for three. She misses. Offerberg gets the board. She misses. And Schleichner with the board for the Eagles. Passes out to Wilhelm. Over to Erickson. Passes ahead to a wide open Megan Peterson. Pump fake with a shot and scores. Megan 2. We got 9-4 game. Onus with the drive. Kicks out Gingras. She misses, but Hansford's there for the board. Kicks out to Chanel for deep 2, and she scores. Kenneth Chanel's first 2 of the game. 11-4. Schleichner trying to get inside there to Wilhelm. She hits it over to Peterson. The defense there. The Vikings knocked it out of bounds. Erickson tried to save it. It was hit out of bounds by the Vikings first. So number 1, Palin Phillips checks in for the first time for the Vikings. Schleichner takes it in bounds. Shot fake 3. Pass inside to Megan Peterson. Turns around, misses everything. Hansford gets the board for the Vikings. Passes ahead to Onus. And Wilhelm with the D. As Onus tried it, Gingras. So the Vikings side out. 11-4. 12-10 in the first half. Hansford with a nice pass inside to Onus for 2. It's now 11-4. 13-4. Wilhelm tries to hit Brooklyn there off her hands. Peterson comes with it. Erickson will set up the offense here for the Eagles. Nice feed inside to Wilhelm. She misses a shot, but she's able to draw the foul on number 3, Kenneth Chanel, her first, team third, team second. Take that back. So Wilhelm shooting 2. Off the back of the rim with the first. Number 5, Gabby Denver Jr. checks in as Chanel takes a seat. And Violet Hill checks in for Brooklyn for the Eagles. Wilhelm, nothing but net on the second. Number 24, Corinne Duholm checks it for her. And Coach Harris here calls a full timeout. We got 13-5 Vikings, 11:35 left in the first half.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
So we Vikings ball here after the timeout. Gingras inbounds the ball to number 1, Phillips. Onus. Over to Gingras. Erickson with the deflection. Duholm gets it. Passes ahead to Erickson. And she goes up with it. They evidently call no foul on that. She kind of hits hard. Just saying out of bounds off Frederic. So it'll be Eagles ball underneath. Schleichner will round the ball. She hits Erickson. Erickson with the drive. Nice move. This time she gets a foul call. So Erickson will be shooting 2. Foul is on number 5. Gabby Denver be her first, team third. Andrew Erickson shooting 2. She just misses the first. It's like 3 sides to the rim and the backboard before it bounces out. And she connects on the second. 13-6. Eagles slowly picking away at this Vikings lead. Erickson gets a steal as Gingras had the bad pass. This time there's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. So it'll be like Eagles ball underneath. Foul's going to be on number 2, Hansford. Going to be her first. Team 4th. So Schleichner looking to inbound the ball here. She passes over to Violet Hill, and Hill cannot get to it, saying there was nobody that touched that one. So the Vikings on the baseline. Phillips to Hansford, back to Phillips. Phillips saves it. It's a back pass to her, wasn't real great. Onus made a nice pass to Andrew Erickson on that. So she'll set up the Eagles offense. Duholm tried to get inside to Erickson. There's going to be another foul here on Taylor Hansford. It'll be her second. Team 5th. It'll be Eagles underneath. Number 3, Chanel checks back in for the Vikings. Skingers takes a seat. Schleichner and Peterson take a seat for the Eagles. As Carlson and Wilhelm check in. Hill tried to pass to Duholm, but Erickson's there with the save. She gets a shot up, she misses, but Wilhelm gets a board, and she's able to put up an in. Nice offensive board there by Madison Wilhelm. She's got 3 on the night. The Eagles have cut it to 5, 13-8. Erickson almost with the steal. Hansford pulls up for 3. Comes up a little short, out of bounds. This will be Eagles ball going the other way. Wilhelm inbounds the ball to Erickson. And the Vikings will fall back to half-court D. Carlson over to Duholm. Erickson fighting hard to get position there. She's able to get around to Onus. Kicks out to Hill. Over to Duholm. She drives. Out to Carlson. Sets up. Nice pass inside to Erickson. She's able to get it up and out in. Nice move by Erickson. Nice pass by Carlson. 13-10 Vikings. Good deflection by Wilhelm there into the hands of Hill. And Erickson is going the other way. No call. Onus gets a board. Erickson hits it from her. Hansford will set up the offense going the other way. We got timeout before Hansford passed that one by Coach Stieber. 30-second again. 13-10 Vikings up. 9-10 left in that. So Vikings up 3. Genghis inbounds the ball to Chanel, who promptly throws it out of bounds, trying to hit Onus. So it'll be Eagles ball underneath. Brooklyn, she had an open duo, just couldn't get to her. Carlson with a nice pass inside to Peterson. She kicks out to Wilhelm. Wilhelm drives the baseline, tries to kick it out to Carlson, but Hansford gets a steal, passes that to Gingras. She misses it. Carlson comes with board for the Eagles. She'll bring across half court, set up the offense. Gingras with the reach. And Carlson's going to be called for the travel while she was trying to pass the ball to Peterson underneath. So Gingras, after the D, will inbound the ball to Chanel. Wilhelm with a good D, but Chanel stuck with it, hit Hansford. Over to Gingras. Peterson with a flick, but Chanel gets it. She puts up 3. Onus gets the board for the Vikings, passes out to Gingras. She takes a dribble and shoots, misses. But Chanel gets the board. She puts it up, partially blocked, I'm guessing, by Wilhelm. Duholm gets the ball, and she tried to hit Wilhelm with the pass, but Hansford steps in, gets a steal, and gets a chance for an and one. So Hansford hits the bucket. She's got 7. And after the turnover by Duholm, she gets called for the foul. Her first, team second. Hansford looking for the 3-point play. And she gets it. She has 8 on the night, leading all scorers. The Vikings are back up 16-10. Erickson, nice feed to Wilhelm. Chanel with the block. It's going to be off of Carlson's hands, out of bounds. So it'll be Vikings ball. Eagles need to be taking a drive when they're playing that tight D. Dribble around to make the pass, or drive it in for a hoop. Erickson with the good D. Gets the jump ball with Gingras. So it'll be Eagles ball. Wilhelm tried to Brooklyn there. Erickson comes away with the loose ball. Pass over to Peterson. Shot fake over to Carlson. Carlson over to Brooklyn, setting the screen. Gingras gets a tip into the hands of Hofferber. She comes down. Carlson with the good D. Peterson comes away with the ball. And she'll pass over to Erickson. We'll set up the offense. Nice pass inside to Brooklyn, but she could not finish as Wilhelm hits it out of bounds. Nice pass by Erickson. Brooklyn's got to hit that one underneath. 16-10, 6:30 left in the first half. Peterson with a good D. Erickson gets an error deflection, but Chanel gets the ball, passes over to Onus. Peterson again with the block, pass. Wilhelm and Chanel get the going after it there. Ref says it was off Chanel of the Vikings, so it'll be Eagles ball. Carlson driving. Sort of Peterson. Wilhelm the drive, but Chanel gets a deflection. Erickson comes away with it, gets a nice move, can't get to fall. Nice hustle by Erickson, unable to get to fall. And Onus gets the board for the Vikings. Passes over to Chanel. There's going to be a blocking foul here on number 12, Onus. She was trying to set the screen on Erickson. So it'll be Onus's first foul, team 6. Should be team 6. There it is. Hill with the move, kicks out to Peterson, out to Schleichner. Hill trying to pass it where there's too many people. Ball gets deflected into the hands of Chanel, and she'll set up the offense going the other way. Number 4, Hofferberg gets her second bucket. Pass from Chanel. Vikings extend their lead back up to 18-10. 4:45 left in the first half. Violet tried to hit a post in Wilhelm, but it's knocked out of bounds there by Chanel playing the D. So Wilhelm won't ball underneath. She hits Erickson, who'll put up the 3. Misses everything, just a little deep. So it'll be Vikings ball going the other way. Erickson with a good D. Causes Chanel to lose the ball out of bounds. So the Eagles ball. So Erickson will set up the offense here. Hill finds Peterson underneath. Too strong of a shot by Peterson. Wilhelm, good job getting in there. Cause a jump ball. With Hansford, so it'll be Vikings ball on the jump. Hofferberg takes a seat. Number 1, Phillips checks back in for the Vikings. Chanel, once again, will set up the offense here for the Vikings. Up 10. Erickson with a good steal. She gets it to go. Nice play by Andrew Erickson. 18-12. Erickson gonna get called for a foul on the reach this time. It'll be her first. Team 3rd. So Vikings underneath. Can't complain with that being Erickson's first with how she's been playing D out there. Number 1, Phillips misses everything. Violet Hill had the board, but she got it knocked out of her hands. Didn't have strong hands on that. Into the hands of Hansford. Gets fouled underneath by Madeline Schleichner. Gonna be her first. Team 4th. Hansford at the line shooting 2. Swishes it first. She's now got 9, leading all scorers. And she misses a second. Peterson and Onus there, fighting for the board underneath. So the Eagles ball on the jump. Wilhelm, nice pass inside to Peterson. She cannot get it to go. Hansford comes with the board for the Vikings. Hill with the good hands on D. Knocks it out of bounds. This will be Vikings ball. Onus back to Chanel. She'll set up the offense here. Hill once again knocks it out of bounds. Chanel tried to hit Gingers underneath. So it'll be Vikings ball underneath on the baseline. 3:06 left in the first half. Onus gets the inbounds pass. Chanel over to Phillips. She passes it out of bounds, trying to hit Gingers on the side. So it'll be Eagles ball. Eagles had cut the lead down to 3, but the Vikings extended it back up to 8. It's sitting at 7 right now. Nice pass to Fleischner underneath. She gets a move, gets the blocked. Phillips with the D. But Wilhelm's there to get the putback. Nice play by Madison Wilhelm. She's got 5 for the Eagles. We got a 5-point game. Peterson. Good D on Peterson. Gets the swat. Unable to hit it off Gingras out of bounds. As Gabby Denver will check in the game for Gingras. 19-14, 2:38 and a half. Wilhelm over to Erickson. Pressured by Onus. And that's going to be a block there by Onus. So Erickson will be shooting a 1-on-1. Onus' second foul, team 7th. Andrea shooting a 1-on-1. Stu Holm getting ready to check back in. Andrea hits the first. Duholm checks in for Wilhelm. Andrea 6, Madison with 5 for the Eagles. Nice shooting by Erickson there. She hits both. She's now got 7 for the Eagles. The Eagles once again cut the lead to 3. Erickson with a good D on Chanel. Phillips gets it. Erickson again with a good D. Hustling after it. Unable to come with it. But good hustle there by Erickson. Chanel passes ahead to Onus. Peterson with the deflection, but Phillips catches it. Erickson with the good knock into the backcourt. Onus recovers. Peterson with the deflection out of bounds. Eagles, Erickson and Peterson on this possession have been knocking the ball around. Making it hard for these Vikings to get good passes, get a shot attempt. Hansford will take a deep 3 off the front of the rim. And Onus gets the board, but she's going to be called for a travel. Underneath, so it'll be Eagles ball. So Erickson will bring cross half court here for the Eagles. Looking to get this lead to 1. Schleichner forced it there to Erickson. And Hansford steps in, gets a steal, and Erickson's going to get called for a second foul. She just ran right through Onus. So it'll be Andrea's second. Team 5th. And Coach Harris will have her take a seat here so she doesn't pick up her 3rd. So Chanel brings it across for the Vikings. Hansford with the drive, kicks over to Onus. Gingras over to Hansford for 3. She misses. Duholm and Denver fighting for that ball. Going to be off Duholm out of bounds. So it'll be Vikings ball. Hansford with the drive, kicks out to Gingras for 3, off the backboard and in. I don't know if she was calling backboard, but it counts the same. Her first points of the night, and the Eagles back down 6. Nice pass inside to Duholm. She traveled after the pass. They either put it up right away or put that dribble down with the move. So Gingras inbounds ball to Chanel. Eagles had a couple chances there to get that 3-point lead down to 1. Unable to, and the Vikings extended it up to 6, looking to extend it more. Good D by Violet Hill and Madison Wilhelm on Hansford. She passes out to Onus, gets a shot up, misses, but Hansford's there with the board. She puts it up and draws fouls, so she'll be shooting 2. Well, it's going to be called, I believe, on Violet Hill. It is Violet, her first. Team 6, so Hansford shooting 2. Hansford swishes the first. She's got 10 now, leading all scorers. As Hill, Sleister, and Duholm take a seat. With Erickson, Bell, and Cotfull checking in for the Eagles. Hansford hits both. Up to 11 for her. Wilhelm gets the inbounds. Chanel almost got the steal, but Denver does get the steal for the Vikings. Chanel will take a deep 2. She misses off the rim. Carlson tracks it down, but she steps out of bounds. 4.6 seconds left in the half. Vikings with a chance to extend this 8-point lead to 10 or more. Duholm getting excited to check in without checking into the scoring tables. So she'll check in. So Erickson cannot pick up that third. Hansford with a deep 3. Misses. Denver gets it. Good D by Wilhelm. And that's the first half score. Your Unity Eagles 16. Frederic Vikings 24. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half.
My friends know me as Derek, but I'm also Master Sergeant Raxter. This is my life in the Air National Guard.
Well, as the first half here is coming to a close, halftime. First half score was 24-16. Vikings had the lead throughout. Eagles never once had the lead. Eagles did cut the lead down to 3. It's as close as they got. Realize it's been all Vikings. Taylor Hansford's leading all scorers first half with 11. And then Andrew Erickson has 7. And Madison Wilhelm 5 for the Eagles. So the Eagles trying to snap a 8-game losing streak. The Vikings coming into this game, winning 2 in a row, and 3 of 4, looking to extend their winning streak. This is a non-conference game. It's both teams have a conference game after this. Frederic travels to Clayton tomorrow, take on Clayton Prairie Farm. And the Eagles' next home game is Monday the 16th versus Cumberland. But they play this Thursday at Cameron. Hansford takes the opening shot. This is a 3. Wilhelm gets the rebound. And it's over to Peterson. Onus with the D for the Vikings. And Gingras comes away with the ball. Passes back to Chanel. We have the Vikings setting up once again. Hofferberg with miss. Hansford gets the board. Puts it up. Misses her shot. But she puts up a second one there and draws a foul, I believe, on Madison Wilhelm. Call that one on. Yep, it is on Madison. Be her second, team first. Hansford misses the first. Carlson checks in for Peterson. Hansford misses second. Brooklyn gets a nice board for the Eagles. Passes back to Erickson. Violet with onus on her. Tried to pass after Wilhelm, but Hansford gets a steal, and she gets an easy 2 going the other way. Tyler now at 13. The Vikings got a 10-point lead. Chanel gets the loose ball, gets the deflection, ends up getting it away from Wilhelm. Passes ahead to Gingras. She's thought about a 3. Erickson with a good D for the Eagles. Comes the other way. She scores. Coach Harris wants a timeout. Maybe a 30-second timeout here. Eagles gotta get something going here if they want to get into this game. It's only 8 points, but it seems a lot more than that. So it'll be Vikings ball here after the 30-second timeout. Both the Eagles and Vikings have 3 timeouts left here in the game. So Chanel will bring the ball across half court for the Vikings. She tried to hit number 2, Hansford, but it was knocked out of bounds by Brooklyn. So Gingras will ball for the Vikings. She hits Chanel. Hansford, pass inside to Onus, back out to Hansford. She'll take the 3. She connects. Hansford, second 3 of the game. She now has 16 to lead all scores. Vikings putting a full court press. Peterson looking for an open Brooklyn, just a little too far ahead of her. And Onus tracks down the ball for the Vikings, going the other way. Hansford hits Chanel with the running jumper. She misses. Wilhelm with a nice board for the Eagles. Erickson being pressured there by Hansford. Gets it across half court. Kicks out to Peterson. Wilhelm inside to Erickson. Number 21, Gingras, is going to get called, being a little too handsy there. So it'll be her first foul. Team first. Eagles underneath. Wilhelm hits Violet Hill. She scores. Nice pass from Madison to Violet. Violet gets her first 2 of the game. Eagles down 9. Violet Hill with a nice deflection out of bounds. Bank shot there by Hofferber. She's got 6 now for the Vikings. Back up 11. Hill with the jumper, she misses. Peterson with the elbow jumper, she misses. Erickson with a nice offensive board. She's going to be shooting 2, as I believe it'll be on Hofferber from behind. There it is. And Hofferber with the foul, her second. Team second. Andrea Erickson shooting 2. And Andrea hits the first. She now has 10 for the Eagles. Schleicher checks back in the ball game with Brooklyn taking a seat. Erickson swishes the second. So we have a 9-point game here. As Hofferber takes a seat, Phillips checks in for the Vikings. Onus will put up the 3, in and out. Tipped around there. Onus gets the rebound. Pass it over to Phillips. And there's going to be a travel there. Phillips shuffling her feet. So it'll be Eagles ball. 14:36 left in the game. Wilhelm gets it across half court here, being pressured by Chanel. Schleicher with a nice pass inside to Erickson. She traveled. So Vikings get the favor returned to them. So it'll be Vikings ball, up 9, 14-17 in the game. Hansford with 3 off the front of the rim. And Wilhelm tracks the ball down for the Eagles. Passes ahead to Erickson, deflected. Peterson comes away with it, over to Erickson. She makes a nice move on Onus. And she draws the foul on Onus. That'll be Lydia Onus' third, team second. Erickson shooting 2, team third of the half. Erickson swishes to first. Erickson was 6 from the free throw line tonight. Make it 7. Stenver will check in to Onus after picking up her third. The Eagles get it down to 7 here with 13:50 left in the game. Chanel trying to hit Phillips. Unable to connect, so it'll be Eagles ball after the turnover. Coach Harris yelling instructions here to his girls. Wilhelm will bring across half court. Past Erickson. Nice move by Erickson. Chanel with the D. She causes the jump ball. So the Eagles underneath. Erickson seeming like she got whacked in the nose once again. Hill gets the inbounds from Wilhelm. Over to Schleichner. Back to Wilhelm. Thought about the three. She'll drive in. Nice drive for two. Madison Wilhelm. She's got 7. And the Eagles got the lead down to 5. I'm going to call that a kick off Peterson. So it'll be Vikings ball on the side. So Gengris inbounds ball to Denver. Over to Chanel. Phillips. Erickson with the kickball, playing D. Phillips. Erickson causing that turnover. She was going to pass the ball to Chanel, but Erickson she was going to go after it. Caused Phillips to step on the line. So a nice turnover there by the Eagles. Phillips putting the pressure on Schleichner there. And Schleichner returns the favor. Trying to hit Wilhelm. Just a little over reach. This will be Vikings ball. If the Eagles want to get back in this, they got to do something after the turnover. Not get a turnover going the other way. Chanel with the drive. She does make the pass right to Wilhelm, being in the right place. Passes ahead to Erickson. She gets it up and scores. Wilhelm to Erickson. Erickson with the chance for a three-point play as Phillips called for the foul. Her first, team fourth. Erickson now with 17 points. 15 points for the Eagles, looking for number 16. And she connects. Just like that, the Eagles have the lead down to 2. We're down 11 here this half. They've been getting right back in it. So Gingras takes a seat. Sofferberg checks in the game for her. 31-29, 12:35 left in the game. Hansford with Schleichner playing the tough D on her. Denver tried to force it up, but Violet Hill's right there. Block hits it out of bounds. So it'll be Vikings ball underneath. Carlson and Cottville check back in the game for the Eagles. Schleichner and Hill will take a seat. Bonus. Passes over to Chanel, inside to Hofferberg. Brooklyn with the D. Hansford gets the board, puts it back up. Wilhelm can't believe the foul is called on her. It's evidently she hit the head of Hansford. So Hansford looking for the three-point play. Wilhelm's third. Team second. Hansford's unable to connect on the free throw. Peterson with a nice tough board for the Eagles. Passes back to Carlson. Carlson out to Wilhelm for 3. She misses. Hansford gets the board over Brooklyn there. She'll pass back to Chanel. Good D by Erickson, but it's tipped right to Hansford. And there's going to call a jump ball with Belle Carlson reaching in, causing the jump ball. So it will be Vikings ball on the jump. And Duholm will check in the game for Wilhelm. As it should be Vikings ball on the jump. Yeah. So Hofferber will inbound the ball here for the Vikings. She hits Onus with Brooklyn with a good D. Block and steal. Passes out to Peterson, head to Erickson. Duholm. It's over to Carlson. Passes inside to Erickson with a nice move. And she scores. Erickson now with 18 for the Eagles. She now leads all scorers. I guess she's tied with Hansford. We got a 2-point game once again. Until Hansford just hits that 3. Answers right back. Gets lead back up to 5. Hansford now with 21 for the Vikings. Duholm in trouble with Denver on her. Coach Harris calls a timeout here before the 5-second call. Be a full timeout, so we'll be back after a word from the sponsor. So the Eagles here, looking to get it back under 5. Got as close as 2 here a couple of times. Erickson kicks over to Brooklyn. Out to Duholm. Pass inside, out to Peterson, head fake. For Carlson, she'll take the 3, and she hits it. Oh, Carlson with her 4 points of the game. It's a 3. And the Eagles once again get down to 2. Chanel with the pressure there from Erickson and Peterson causes her to go out of bounds. So the Eagles ball, looking for the tie game here. 10:27 left in the game. Peterson, nice pass to Duholm. She scores, and we got a tie ball game. Nice play there by the Eagles. Duholm's first points of the game. It's 36 all. Hansford, nice pass to Hofferber. And the Vikings answer. And Coach Stieber wants a full timeout here. 38-36, 9:58 left.
Everyone knows me as Maddie, but here, I'm Master Sergeant Hefner.
You can't stop this. Ha. So let's go.
This is my life in the Air National Guard.
You can't stop this. Never. Let's go.
Well, the Eagles have definitely come out here to play the second half. They've outscored Frederic 22-14. They've gotten the lead down to 2 here. They actually had tied up just a while ago. Frederic, though, came down, got a layup, breaking the press of the Eagles. And Coach Johanna Stieber calls us full timeout. Get her girls to play some D here. So the Eagles facing a full court press. Get the ball to Erickson. She'll dribble across it. Pass it over to Duholm. She gets a shot up and in. We got another tie game. Nice move by Duholm. And there's going to be a foul call here on Belle Carlson, I believe. I say she was reaching in the body. Belle Carlson called for the push. It's going to be her first. Team third. Schleicher and Wilhelm check in for Duholm and Peterson. 38 all, 9:42 left in the game. Gingras tipped out of bounds by Wilhelm. So it'll remain here, being Vikings ball. Hansford over to Schnell, back to Hansford. Nice pass inside to Onus. She draws the foul on Brooklyn. Gonna be Brooklyn's first, team fourth. And Onus will be shooting 2. Onus has 4 points on the night for the Vikings. Off the back of the room with the first. And she switches the second. 1 point Vikings lead, 39-38, 9:33 in the game. Erickson gets inbounds from Schleicher. And she will dribble across here, being pressured by Onus. She gets a move and scores. Nice move by Erickson. She continues her good scoring night with 20. The Eagles got their first lead. Onus called for the travel. Phillips will check in with Hofferber taking a seat for the Vikings. So Wilhelm inbounding the ball here with the Vikings full court press. It's Carlson. Back over to Wilhelm. She throws it over the head of Carlson on the sideline. Letting the pressure get to her a little bit there on that. Plenty of time. Make the good pass. So Erickson and Kotf will take a seat. Hill and Peterson check in for the Eagles. Phillips over to Gingras. She'll put up the 3. She connects. Gingras' second 3 of the night. She has 6. And the Vikings back up 2. Peterson trying to hit Carlson there. Off Carlson's hand, off out of bounds. So the Vikings full court press here has resulted in two turnovers. Transferred over to Schnell. Inside to Onus. Phillips, nice pass to Gingras, but Hill's there with a nice D. Causes Gingras to take steps for the turnover. So the Eagles, once again, see if they can break this press. 0 for 2 the last 2 times. Schleicher gets the ball. Back to Peterson. Over to Schleicher. And the press, body, whatever it is, because it's Schleicher to go out of bounds, evidently. This will be Vikings ball. So 3 turnovers, last 3 trips here for the Eagles. Onus out to Hansford for 3. She connects her 4th 3 of the night. Just like that, a 1-point Eagles lead. It's now a 5-point Vikings lead. Carlson getting pressured. They're able to get the foul call here. Foul's going to be on Hansford, I believe. It is her 3rd. Team 5th. So that's the only positive the Eagles have gotten the last 4 trips here is they just drew a foul call. Unable to get the ball across half court here. There's going to be another foul on Chanel. Going to be her second. Team 6th. Next foul will be a 1-on-1 for the Eagles. Erickson gets the ball. She passes over to Peterson. Pressured there by Hansford. Gets the ball into Erickson's hands. Erickson with the move. Took body. No foul call. She's able to get the rebound, put it up and score. Nice play by Erickson. She's got 22 now for the Eagles. And it's a 3-point Viking lead. Phillips. With Bell Carlson. They're going to call a foul. That looked like a jump ball too. They're going to say Bell pushed evidently. So it'll be her second. Team 5th. We have Vikings ball on the baseline. That was a tough call. So it looked like Bell got hands on the ball before the body. Gingras for 3. In and out. There's going to be another foul call underneath. This time it's going to be on Violet Hill, her second. Team 6. So from here on out, we're shooting free throws, unless it's an offensive charge. Phillips with the deep 2, and she swishes it. Nice play off the inbounds. Vikings back up 5. Erickson back over to Peterson. She's able to get across half court for the Eagles. Nice pass underneath to Hill for 2. And they break the press that time. 3-point lead for the Vikings. Erickson hits the ball into Janelle's eye. She's still rubbing her eye. Good D by Erickson on that. But Gingras able to break the press. Passes ahead to Onus, over to Hansford. She in and out with it, but she comes away with the rebound. She'll take a 3, and she misses out the front of the rim. Out of bounds, Eagles ball. .44, 6:37 left in the game. Peterson inbounding the ball here. She hits Erickson. Erickson passes that to Wilhelm. Wilhelm, nice pass to Carlson. Unable to connect, but Wilhelm with the board. And she gets a foul on Chanel. Chanel picking up her 3rd. So Wilhelm shooting 2 here. Hoping to get down to 1. Good job by the Eagles breaking that one. Wilhelm off the back of the room with the first. We got Brooklyn and Madeline checking back in for Bell and Violet. Madison shooting the second. She connects on the second. Wilhelm with 8 on the night for the Eagles. We got a 2-point game. Eagles get the turnover. Schleichner, Erickson to Wilhelm. Then we got a tie game. Wilhelm now with 10, 47 all, 6:15 left in the game. Onus breaks the press ahead to Gingras. Hill playing D on her. Hansford directing Phillips. Hits her with the bounce pass. Back out to Hansford for 3. And she misses. Erickson gets the board here for the Eagles. Passes ahead to Peterson. Over to Schleichner. And the Eagles looking to get the lead again. Wilhelm, nice pass inside to Erickson. Nice move. She draws the foul. So she'll be shooting 2. I believe the foul is going to be on Onus, and it is. So that'll be Lydia's 4th. Team 8th. Erickson shooting 2. And the Eagles got the lead once again. Erickson now with 23. Hansford has 24 for the Vikings. 25-24 for Erickson. So we got 2-point Eagles lead. And Wilhelm with a nice deflection into the hands of Erickson. Eagles looking to extend it. Peterson, wide open drive for two, and she does. Just like that. Eagles are now at 4 with another turnover. Peterson with a jumper. Misses Erickson. And Hansford fighting for the board. And Erickson's going to get called for the foul here on this, as Chanel got knocked to the floor. So it'll be Erickson's third foul. And we have a full timeout here by Frederic's coach. Eagles, biggest lead of the night at 4 with 5:22 left. We'll be back after a short message. So we are going to have a one-on-one here because it was a player control. Yeah. So the Vikings are shooting a one-on-one. It wasn't a charge call. So it will be a one-on-one here for Hansford after the Erickson fall. Hansford and Erickson having 24 to lead each team. Hansford switches to first. She gets the second to fall as well. So we got a 2-point Eagles lead. Peterson inbounds ball to Erickson. Erickson will get across half court here. 5:15 left in the game. Eagles holding on to a 2-point lead. Peterson. Hofferberg playing D on her, over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm with a nice drive. Blocked from behind by Hansford, I mean. She gets the rebound off the miss. Passes down to Gingras. She loses the ball, and Brooklyn gets the board. Steal there. And that should be a block by Hofferberg, but no call. They're going to call that a foul. That's a tough call. It's a real tough call, especially after the others not happening there. I totally don't blame Coach Harris on that. It seemed like a pretty iffy call there on that, especially when there was no block by Hofferberg before. So Erickson's fourth foul. Team eighth. Phillips shooting a one-on-one. Phillips misses. There we're going to have a foul on Hansford. I think he was looking for that one, knowing that was a tough call on Erickson. This will be Hansford's fourth as well. So we got Erickson shooting a one-on-one the other way. Hansford able to hit her 2 free throws. See if Erickson could do the same. She hits the first. Erickson has 11 from the free throw line tonight. Make it 12. And the Eagles back up 4. They'll put the full court press on. Chanel tried it, Hafferber. Bell Carlson causes a jump ball there. And the Eagles ball on the jump. Good job by the Eagles pressing there. Carlson causes a turnover with the jump ball. Erickson will set up the offense. It's Eagles up 4, looking to extend it even more here. Wilhelm, nice pass inside to Erickson, and they do 6-point lead for the Eagles. Largest of the night for them. Of course, Erickson gets in her 2. She's got 28. And the Vikings, that's it too far ahead. Violet lets Onus get the ball, try to save it. She just picks it up, passes over to Erickson. Eagles looking for more. Wilhelm with a nice move off the front of the rim. And Gingras comes away with the board for the Vikings. Chanel passes ahead to Hansford. She'll take the deep 3. She misses. Peterson with the board for the Eagles. Hansford with the good block. Lane D tried to save it, but it was out of bounds before she touched it again. So Eagles, 6-point lead, 3:45 left in the game. The Vikings full court press. Wilhelm to Peterson. Gets it over to Erickson. Back over to Peterson. She passes ahead, and Gingras gets a steal in the backcourt for the Vikings. Hofferberg with the jumper. She scores. Hofferberg with 10 for the Vikings. It's back to 4. Peterson. It's Hofferberg playing the D on her. They let him go no call. Hofferberg could have been called for a foul. Chanel knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be Eagles ball underneath. Viking fans want the offensive charge, but they let them get away with the defense first. So they let it play on both ways. Erickson. She was posting up. Gingras getting called for the foul. Her second. So Erickson will now be shooting 2 as it's double bonus, team 10th. So Erickson already with 28, leading all scorers. She's hit 12 from the charity stripe tonight. Make it 13. Andrew Erickson having a good shooting night tonight. And they get another turnover. So Eagles, largest lead of the game, 6 for them. Looking to extend it even more. 3:11 left in the game. Erickson will take the inbound, get it across half court. Eagles in no rush here. So they got a 6-point lead. Time's on their side. Erickson, nice pass over to Bell. She misses. Onus gets the board for the Vikings. Chanel passes ahead to Hansford. Kicks out to Gingras for 3. She misses. Onus gets the board. Passes out to Chanel. Hansford will take another 3. She misses. Gingras gets the board for the Vikings, and Chanel will take a 3. She misses. And Hansford gets it. Over to Hofferberg. Onus comes away with the board. And Bell Carlson causes the jump ball. So it'll be Vikings ball to jump. A lot of action for no scoring. Eagles holding on to the 6-point lead. 2:16 left in the game. Onus with the free throw jumper off the back of the board and around the rim and in. 57-53. Now the Eagles ball. So Peterson once again inbound the ball for the Eagles. She hits Wilhelm. She Gets her the ball into the hands of Gingras going the other way. Hansford gets a shot up into the hands of Onus. Out to Chanel for a deep 2. She misses. Gingras with another board. Gets a shot up, and Violet Hill is going to be called for the foul. Her third. Team 9th. And Gingras shooting 2. She swishes it first. We got a 3-point ball game. So Schleichner, Brooklyn check back in for Hill and Bell. Gingras gets the second to rattle in. So we got a 2-point ball game. Gingras with 8 on the night now. Saying no shot. Must have been a lane violation there by the Vikings. So there's no shot. So that bucket by Gingras does not count. So the Eagles have a 3-point lead. Peterson inbounding it to Wilhelm, but Chanel hits it out of bounds. Peterson. She gets it over to Erickson. Erickson ahead to Schleichner. She gets it over to Peterson on the other side. So the Eagles don't have to do much of anything here. Just don't turn the ball over. Peterson. There's going to be a blocking foul on Onus, and that'll be her 5th. She's heading to the bench knowing she's done. She finished with 7 on the night for the Vikings. Peterson will be shooting 2. Phillips checks in the game for Onus. Peterson misses a first. Needs this one. Peterson misses a second, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Phillips. So the Vikings, so Eagles retain the ball. So Erickson was fighting for it there too over there, the sideline. So Peterson will inbound the ball after a timeout here by Coach Stieber. Be a full timeout. 57-54, 1:27 left in the game. Be back after another word from a sponsor. So the second half here, it's been a lot more scoring. So the halftime score was 24-16. Second half here, the Eagles have put up 41 points thus far to 30 for Frederic. Hill gets the inbounds from Peterson, back to Peterson. They almost get the steal. Peterson over to to Brooklyn. There's gonna be a foul on Gingras. That'll be her 3rd. So Brooklyn will be shooting 2. Minute 19 left in the game. Big free throw there for Brooklyn. Her first point of the night, and it is a big one. Gives the Eagles a 4-point lead. This is the second, but we got a lane violation here. So Brooklyn will get another chance here. So there's a lane violation, evidently by Chanel. Crossing the 3-point line too early. Brooklyn misses the second. Peterson and Gingras fighting for that board. Gingras comes away with it. Chanel passes over to Hansford. Erickson with a good pass deflection from Chanel. Erickson again with the block on the pass. Erickson having a good defensive pressure game as well as offensively. Causes a turnover there for the Vikings. So the Eagles ball once again. 4-point lead, 55.5 left. Erickson, of course, will get the ball, and she'll take it all the way in and score. Back up to 6. Coach Harris wants a 30-second timeout. Erickson now with 32 on the night for the Eagles. To 26 for Hansford. And that's the difference in the game. 6-point lead for the Eagles, 60-54. 50.2 seconds left. 30-second timeout here by Harris, making sure his girls don't foul, I imagine. They do not want to allow points to be scored with no time running off the clock. They're up 2+ possessions here. So the Vikings ball after the 30-second timeout. Coach Harris has 1 timeout left. As Frederic has used all their timeouts. So they're at a disadvantage here. Gingras gets the inbounds and passes back to Chanel. And she passes out of bounds. Not sure who she was trying to pass that one to. Either Hansford or Gingras. But out of bounds. So Peterson will inbound the ball here. She hits Wilhelm, who hits Erickson. Back over to Schleichner. And Chanel follows Schleichner. So Madeline Schleichner here will be shooting 2. As Chanel picked up her 4th. Madeline. Big hit for Madeline Schleichner there. Her first point of the game. And the Eagles are now up 7. Make it 8. Schleichner, nothing but net on both of them. Nice deflection by Erickson once again. Brooklyn gets the steal. Peterson is followed by Gingras here. Gingras, so Gingras, it'll be her 4th. And Peterson will now shoot 2. This game pretty much has been Frederic Vikings with the lead for most of it. Except for late here in the second half. The Eagles got a 1-point lead. Then extended it to 2, and it's now up to 8. Stays at 8. Peterson misses both. Gingras gets aboard. Time is not on their side now. Phillips thought about pulling up for 3, but Hansford will. She connects. Hansford now with 6 threes in the game. Another quick foul here by the Vikings. So we got a 5-point game. 12.7 seconds left. This one is on Gingras, and she now falls out. She finished with 7 points as well as Onus. So Denver checks in the game for her. Madison hits the first. Hansford has 5 threes on the night. 29 points. Wilhelm hits both free throws. She has 12 on the night for the Eagles. Just don't fall. And that's it. The Eagles come from behind to win. Put up 64 points in the game after only having 16 in the first half. 64-57. Eagles win, snap their 8-game losing streak. And they go on the road here on Thursday. They have their conference game against Cameron. And the Frederic Vikings travel to Clayton tomorrow to take on Clayton Prairie Farm. Next home game here for the boys is Wednesday night, as they have a rescheduled conference game against the Barron Bears. Thank you for joining us. Maybe see you Wednesday night. Have a great night. Stay warm.